What's going on, folks? Big G, back at it again. Today's episode of the Sullivan County Circus, we're going to show an Officer Caleb Crosby. Now, Officer Crosby gave me a citation coming out of Bristol, Tennessee the other day for not getting over for emergency vehicle. But lo and behold, I was not wrong. I had the video evidence to prove it. I asked the boy 3 times if he was going to show up to court. And guess what? Even after being told by his own supervisor that night, twice, if not 3 times, to show up for that citation or for that trial, and guess what? He didn't show up. That's just a lesson for all you folks out there. 80 to 90% of the time, if you will just show up that day instead of just paying it, if you'll just show up, biggest part of the time the cops don't show up or they don't come, so it just gets thrown out. And if worst case, you just have to pay it. So go through the trouble of going there that day so you can fight the ticket, because a big chance is you may not have to fight it. But let's take a look here about this little incident with Mr. Crosby. And then, till next time, keep him straight.
Anything on this first one? Said you could win up to 25 times.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Got him somebody pulled over.
I can't get over. Oh well.
Now let's just take a look at Officer Crosby's viewpoint from his own body cam. Let's look at that one more time.
I'll stay, okay?
Well, thank you.
So how was I supposed to get over? Really? Okay, anyway, get back to the video. Let's see exactly what he has to say and what his lieutenant that he calls has to say to him.
Oh, it's a 4 Central. 10-8 citation, and a vehicle did not move over, so I'll be pulling this vehicle over. And I'll be selling this vehicle on West State Street, Dermatology Associates.
Hello? How you doing?
Good evening. You roll your window down for me. So the reason I'm pulling you over is you didn't...
There was a car beside me.
Okay. You got the driver's license on you?
I do. What was the reason for pulling me over?
Didn't move over. Move over law.
I couldn't. There was a car beside me.
Well, you still got to move over.
How can I move over if there's a car beside me, sir?
So...
I
I
signaled and he wouldn't let me over. He slowed up himself.
Okay. Well, it doesn't mean you got to pass by me right next to you. That's extremely dangerous.
Well, I didn't have a choice. What was I supposed to do? Stop and have the cars behind me? It was...
You got the driver's license on you.
Okay, before you start hitting me up in the comment section, It's two things. One, I didn't want to fool with this boy on the side of the road tonight. That's why I didn't call for a supervisor. That's why I went ahead and gave you my ID, because my daughter and I had just spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours in the grocery store shopping. We stopped and got a bite of fast food to take home with us so we wouldn't have to try and fix anything after the shopping trip. And two, I knew I had him dead to rights on my cameras, on my car cams. So I wanted to take his little young punk ass to court and let the judge see him make a fool of himself. Little did I know, when I got his body cam,
Thank you. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Yes, sir. Dickhead.
That ticketable offense?
Yeah, it's state law.
How much is the ticket, do you
I don't know, but I'll take it to court if he wants to fight that bullshit.
Well, we've got the camera.
Yeah, I know.
His vice.
Hey, give me just a minute.
Okay.
That's not going to be necessary, but it would be a potential charge if we need it. Yeah. So, I think we just, we'll kind of stay in the area for review in case she is for something, but if you call because we thought we were going to leave somebody here, but yeah, I don't think you need to go to the house, unless you do.
I don't think it's just, it's used for you. Like, he was, I mean, he admitted to, yeah, I was trying to stay her because she was looking. So,
Yeah, I think
that's what lines up with the pictures that she showed us. It's not something like close fist and beat her on the legs. It was just spankings. I even asked her, about having tried to grab hold of her because you feel like he was trying to cut off her circulation.
just trying to keep her, trying to get everything away from her. Yeah. So, really, we're just dealing with a runaway development at this point. Of course, we'll line it all up.
So is this, just to make sure it's just going to be a juvenile demo of what happened here?
Well, if we charge her, she's a runaway. If we don't charge her, then it's, we'll just do a demo and referral. A referral to DCS, not a charge referral.
Yeah, I have the product.
So, at this point, we're probably just standing by to help DCS out, and then say if we end up having the charger so that they can take custody of her or something, if it gets to that, then we can charge her because she's either saying, no, I won't go. Yeah, if we charge her with something, and DCS is, like, we don't want DCS to call tomorrow and say, hey, we've got your juvenile, and they say what. So, just let the juvenile services know what's going on if we charge her. We don't charge her off if we need to. Sounds good? Okay, thank you. Hey, what you got, Crosby?
So I pulled over this vehicle. I gave them a ticket. As I was having them sign, this vehicle drives so close to me and almost hits me. I pull him over for the move over law. He records me and then barely rolls down his window and hands me his ID. And he was like, well, I couldn't move over. There's a car next to me.
Okay. So, was there a car next to him?
There was, but I mean, he could have literally tapped his brakes, let that car go in front of him, and then switched lanes.
Okay. It's not minor inconvenience. It's you have to move over if you can. So there's only one other car on the road?
Yeah.
then he could have moved over.
Okay.
He doesn't have to stay next to another car. So he has to either slow down or move over, but those aren't equal. It's move over.
Okay.
You can also charge him with reckless driving if he actually almost hits you.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you're going to have to just articulate in court. You're going to set it for the 4th or 5th Tuesday when you're off at 9:30 in that other court, the move over court.
Yeah.
And then you have to be there. It's like a city ticket. You have to show up.
Did you hear what he just said? He said, now, you have to show up. And he says it at least 2 more times. Didn't show. So there's a complaint coming.
Okay.
Okay. Because you're setting the date. So set it for the 4th or 5th Tuesday. You can check on Monday to see if it's been paid already, but if it hasn't been paid, you'll have to show up for court.
Okay. Is this an OCA or?
Yeah, it's a state citation.
Okay.
You don't have to do an affidavit. On your arrest screen, when you put your narrative in there and everything goes on the state citation, that's all you're going to turn in. It's just that.
Okay.
You do everything like you normally do, except you don't do an affidavit. So make sure your arrest screen narrative is correct, because that's what's going to print for the judge to read.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you.
See you.
I hope he does show up to court, because I want him to show the judge or ask the judge or prove to the judge. Here comes
All right,
it.
partner. So here's your citation.
You gonna be there at court?
I
'Cause
am.
you know, I just recorded on my dash cam 4 people doing the same damn thing because you got me pulled over right here. Just did the same thing that I did.
I'm recorded too, so
Okay,
yeah, that's against
well-
the law.
What's recorded against the law?
Not to move. You have to move over.
Well, I know, but how can you if there's somebody on the other side of you, buddy?
So you
I
slow
just
down
recorded.
and you get over. You
I
had
tried to, and I even signaled, and he slowed up because he seen you, so I couldn't get over. Didn't have time because
Oh,
where
here's your
we're
driver's
at,
license
sitting in
back.
this curb, you can't get over. And I just
So-
recorded on my dash cam 4 other people doing it while you had me pulled over.
Okay,
So
so-
let's tell the judge how we're supposed to fucking do that.
Well, we
when
will.
You can't.
We'll be there.
All
okay?
right, you
so
be
you need
there
to sign
then.
this, okay?
Yeah.
Sign this stating your promises to appear in court March 12th at 8 a.m. And we'll have to take a picture of you, okay?
Take a picture of me?
Yes.
No, fuck you. You ain't taking a picture of shit.
I'm going to.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You have a nice day.
Yeah.
I'll see you in court.
Fuck you. Have the night you deserve, bitch.
Thank you.
So, that in a nutshell is my little interaction with Officer Crosby from the Bristol, Tennessee Police Department and his no-show Jones at the trial. As so which I did this. Hello.
I'm sorry to die. What can I help you with?
Well, I got a couple of issues I got to do today. I need to ask for some public records
Okay.
to do with the traffic stop. And I want to put in a complaint for his failure to appear today.
Okay. Who was the officer?
Caleb Crosby.
Okay.
Now there's the judge's dismissal today for his failure to appear. If I didn't show up, I'd have a bench warrant issued to me.